Remember, selling is not telling. Selling is a series of asking questions. And when you can combine those two, you're gonna get a sale much faster than just running right through the script and not paying attention to what they're saying. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Adrian Hernandez, and today we're gonna continue the conversation on mastering the art of selling. Mastering some basic sales techniques that can drastically increase our bottom line revenue. Right? And we all know that we are in this to, yes, you're gonna make an impact and you wanna make a difference in the world, but you also wanna increase your revenue, right? You wanna take home more money at the end of the day, and that's what we're gonna talk about. So for those of you that watched the previous video, we talked about M&Ms. Today we are gonna talk about the basic selling formula. So pull out a paper, pull out a pen, and make sure you are writing this down. So this is the basic selling formula. And what the basic selling formula tells us is that as long as you can follow this, you'll get past the first few minutes of the call until you can go through your script or do what you need to do to convert that sale. So write this down. Number one, you are going to ask a question. Remember, selling is not telling. Selling is a series of asking questions, and great questions at that. So number one is you're going to ask a question. Number two, you're going to listen to what they are saying. The issue with salespeople when they first get started and why they don't succeed is because they don't master the art of listening. You guys, if you listen with the intent to understand and not with the intent to move forward with the next line on the script, you're going to get much further with your prospective client. This is very important. Most of us listen and we don't really even hear what they're saying because we are so focused on what is next on the script, and that's not the way to do it. What we have to do is be very conscious, and we have to be present and listen to what they are saying, because they're gonna tell us something that you may hear something that they may not be telling you. Sometimes it's the underlying layer that really gets you the sale. And if you continue to watch my videos, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So we're asking a question. Number two, we are listening. Number three, we're going to repeat and approve. So it's basic, repeat and approve. So if they say you're selling a house and you say, okay, well, where are you moving to next? And they say, well, we're moving to Oklahoma. You're going to repeat and approve. Oklahoma, that's the repeat, and then you're going to approve it. That's exciting, or how wonderful, or is that a good or a bad thing, right? You're going to approve what they're saying. So if I ask a question and I say, what's taking you out to Oklahoma? And they say, well, we're going out there because of our family and, we just want an easier way of life and the homes are just so much cheaper. My repeat and approve is going to be, okay, so you want to get closer to your family. Sounds like the quality of life is much better out there. That's awesome. So I'm repeating what they're saying and I'm approving it. Now, what does this do? What it does is it lets the other person know that you are listening. And people like people who are listening to them. I mean, have you ever had somebody where you're talking to them and they're not listening at all? How do you feel? Right? Not very good. So the repeat and approve allows the prospective client to know this person is actually listening to what I am saying. So you're asking a question, you're listening for the response, you're repeating and approving, and then number four, you are asking another question based on what they said. This is important. So you're going to ask another question based on what they said. Remember, we're listening with the intent to understand, not with the intent to move forward with the script. So if they say something like, oh, well, we're moving because, we're getting a job transfer and our daughter's out there, right? And they start bringing that up. I'm not going to ask the next question on, okay, great. Well, how much do you want for your home? I'm going to ask a question about the situation. So you're moving to Oklahoma to get closer to your granddaughter. That's awesome. Hey, just curious, how old is your granddaughter? Right? Or how many grandkids do you have? Or how long have they been out there? Or I'm going to ask questions that's relative to them. Does this make sense? Because what this is going to do is this is going to help you build some rapport while you're in the selling process, okay? A lot of people think like rapport is, well, you like for instance, you like BMWs and I like BMWs, or you like the Padres and I like the Padres. So then therefore we are aligned, and that is rapport. And that is rapport a little bit, but what real rapport is it's building rapport in the process of you selling. It's being able to ask certain questions that let the other person know you're not just a salesperson, you're also a human being. And when you can combine those two, you're gonna get a sale much faster than just running right through the script and not paying attention to what they're saying. So this is the basic selling formula. Number one, I'm gonna repeat it, okay? This is the basic selling formula. Number one, you're gonna ask a question. Number two, you're going to listen with the intent to understand. Number three, you're going to repeat and approve. And number four, you're gonna ask another question based on what they said. Go practice this right now. This is very important. All right, we appreciate you tuning in. I hope you guys took notes. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Before you leave, hit that subscribe button, little like button on the left-hand side of your page. And if you haven't told all your friends or family about this channel, you guys, please let them know. Appreciate you. See you real soon.